Anal Brats Books 13 to 24, 12-pack. First Time Anal Sex Erotica Collection. Written by Kimmy Welsh. Narrated by Kline. His Hard Helmet. Anal Brats 13. Rough Anal Sex Erotica. I was always looking for ways to make trouble for Clark. I couldn't help it. I just found myself inexplicably drawn to the idea of being a pain, and something about getting him riled up got me excited. I'd moved in with him last year. He and his wife had been nothing but kind to me. But there was something about getting an older, stern guy like Clark worked up that really got me going. I never missed a chance to be an irritant. So, when I spotted he'd forgotten his lunch that morning, I just knew that I could spring into action. Clark was the foreman at a construction site about an hour's drive from here. I'd been along once before earlier in the year, and after the reaction from his coworkers, I was told to never go again. People on construction sites are real thirsty, if you know what I mean. It's like they've never seen a woman before. I love it. Having their eyes all over me like that, and knowing that they're lusting after me just sends me wild. It's not every woman's idea of a good time, I'll admit. But I guess I'm not like every woman. At 19, an older guy's approval is paramount. There's something, I don't know, rewarding about it. They've been around the block a few times, so knowing that I can still have an effect on them is all too flattering. I looked at Clark's lunchbox as it sat on the kitchen counter, and a wry smile broadened across my face. I raced upstairs and flung open my wardrobe. Thankfully, I already had a system. Anytime he disapproved of an item, I'd replace it on the left-hand side of the rack, which is where my eyes were immediately drawn. Which one? I mused, flicking through each garment. I settled on a pair of criminally short denim dungarees. They came up my legs so far that you could see the fold of my ass cheeks beneath. That was one of the reasons for Clark's disapproval. The other was because I'd worn only a bra beneath it, and I was showing plenty of skin. I rushed it on and did a quick brush of my hair, opting to put my blonde hair in a ponytail. I wore a chunky pair of boots and some thick white socks to complete the look. I gave myself the once-over in the mirror. Here goes. I took his lunch off the counter and set it beside me in the car outside. The entire drive over there, I couldn't shake the smirk from my face. I just knew there was no way that he wouldn't get mad. The whole thing was such a crazy thrill. I knew, too, that his guys would go absolutely wild, which would in turn create even more havoc for Clark, who had to rule the place with an iron fist. I pulled up in the little makeshift car park and grabbed his lunch from off the passenger seat. It was warm outside, which was good for a woman who was barely wearing a thing. I could feel the chill of the air against the bare bottom of my ass as I stepped from the car. Here goes, I said, steeling my nerves. I walked aimlessly past the first set of construction workers. I could feel their heads turn when I'd passed them, and I could hear the not-so-subtle whispers follow me. What the fuck? One of them hushed. The next group was crowded around a huge hole, and I thought I'd go over and approach them. Excuse me, I said, and then I reveled in the reactions of each man as he turned to look. Miss? One of them said. I'm looking for Clark. He forgot his lunch. I'll be Clark, one of the guys said. I gave him a lingering look. Not my type, I hushed. The group laughed. Clark, is he around? I asked again. Just then, a shrill wolf whistle echoed all around. A few of the guys started to laugh, but then their faces turned suddenly serious. I turned quickly to look at who had made the sound, and there, across the other side of the site, stood Clark in his flannel shirt and yellow hard hat. His face dropped. Oh, shit, one of the guys whispered, and every one of the group turned back to their jobs and kept
Sample complete. Ready to continue?